Port Burwell. Nice little town, cozy. It's got lots of little things to do in here, and we're gonna go check it out this weekend. So this park is a different kind of park. It's weird, like very good that they're threaded. Keep it that way. Do not cut them off.
Level 100 Stop it!
Hey, there's Megan making an appearance on the vlog. So, being down here on the beach makes it very, very windy. I don't even know if you can hear me. Another awesome thing about fall camping, a good camper. This is not a professional camper that, you know, thinks of other people. You stay nice and warm. I can feel the heat coming off this sucker already. You can see this guy is windsurfing there. And now there's like toilet paper rolls and there's something stuffed in there. I don't know what it is.
Would you shut your mouth?
Hey folks, welcome back to Outdoor Canucks, and as you can tell, yes, we are fall camping. The warm hoodie, as you can tell, the beautiful fall colors all around us, it's great. Fall camping is one of the best seasons, in my opinion, for camping. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. The pluses or the advantages to fall camping. So we've been here for about 10 minutes or so, and this is what we find. Like I said, 10 minutes in our camping trip, and this is how we find the state of our campfire. Just a fire pit. Like, that's disgusting. I know I did a video last year, things not to do, like camping ethics and stuff like that, and this was one of them for sure. Like, there's foil in there, there's eggs and tons of cardboard over here. This is not a good camper. This is not a professional camper that you know, thinks of other people. Speaking of firewood though, check this out. This is how much firewood we've brought for the weekend. We're only here for a weekend, like 2 nights, but it's chilly, it's fall camping, so you need a lot of wood when you fall camp. I'll explain more about this wood, just stand by. Okay, this is pretty disgusting. I'm trying to clean this out, and with the egg cartons, and now there's like toilet paper rolls, and there's something stuffed in there. I don't know what it is. It almost looks like surgical COVID masks or something. Oh, look, they've left. I have no problem publicly shaming someone. They left their thing, whatever it's called, their permit. So that's their license plate. If you know these people, AW 50142, I have no problem publicly shaming someone. I usually wouldn't put their plate on, but this is ridiculous. You don't do this. I might actually just give this to the warden, and they can look into this, and they'll see this video. And because
Their plate number?
yeah, I did. Because they left their permit there. This is not how you leave it. There's actually a provincial parks fine for this.
Ooh, yay.
Look who came to visit us this morning. Some wild turkeys. About 6 of them. Just
Gobble,
grazing
gobble.
around.
Gobble,
6-pack
gobble.
of turkeys.
Yeah. Thanksgiving was last week, boys.
Let's take one home for Christmas. Yeah.
So one of the best parts of fall camping is you can actually have a fire, not because you just have to have a fire or you want to have a fire, but probably because you need to have a fire. When the temperatures get down really low, you're not sweating or anything, you have a nice fire and you stay nice and toasty warm with a drink or a coffee or something like that, and you're nice and toasty warm. You're not sweating usually you're not. And right about now we're about 10 degrees Celsius, so it's probably needed. That's why I'm wearing the hoodie and stuff like that. But you stay nice close to the fire, you stay nice and warm. I can feel the heat coming off this sucker already.
Oh my freaking god.
Oh, I'm shocked it caught on fire, Julie.
Would you shut your mouth?
Another great thing about fall camping is you don't have the crowds. Here, I'll just show you. There are people camping here, but it's very quiet. There's a lot of empty spots at these provincial parks. And keep in mind too, anytime after, I think it is the first week after Thanksgiving weekend, or sometimes even Thanksgiving weekend, a lot of provincial parks close down. I'm not sure about national parks and state parks and stuff like that, if they've got the same thing. But more and more, at least here in Ontario, more and more Ontario parks are staying open into winter, becoming winter camping and stuff like that facilities. So those are good too. I mean, this is about fall camping. I'm not going to get into the winter camping because we're not brave enough to do that yet. But the crowds aren't here. If you're not into crowds and a lot of, packed parks, I mean, in the last few years, any Ontario park, as anyone knows at camps, has been completely packed. Just trying to reserve something, you know how hard that is. But also on top of crowds, when you go down to the beach, whether you go down to a park beach or a beach nearby, like here we're at the Pinery, Grand Bend has a Grand Bend Beach in town. That beach is usually packed during the summer breaks. I guarantee you when we go down there now, it won't be that busy at all. So, I mean, you won't be able to swim or anything, but it won't be that busy. Okay, I promised I'd tell you guys about this wood. Now, this wood, I'll tell you where I got it in a second. You saw when I first got in the first video, there was much more than this. We've used quite a bit already, probably half of it. There's the fire going over there. Since we've got here, we've had the fire going almost the entire time that we've been awake. Obviously, when you're sleeping, you put it out and stuff like that. But it's that much wood. What this amount of wood is called, or the amount, is a half of a face cord. Not a full face cord, but half. And apparently a face cord is probably a third of an actual cord of wood. So anyway, just to give you an idea, if you know how much a cord of wood is, this is called a face cord, and this is half of that. But enough for what we need for 2 nights. So there's many places you can get it here in Grand Bend, in this particular park, that's the Pinery. And what I would suggest is, if you're gonna get your wood, you can get it from the park. That's fine. I have bad experiences with getting park wood, so I always try to go outside. And that way you're supporting the locals too, because the locals a lot of times are selling, to campers and RVers that are, coming to the park and stuff like that. So they actually do this purposely, and they make money on the side, or they do it as a full-time job. Anyways, this one is in a place called Exeter, Ontario, which is about 20-25 minutes outside of Grand Bend. It's on your way. If you're coming from the GTA, it's basically on the way. It was maybe like a 3 or 4 minute detour from the main highway. I spoke to the guy. His name is Matt. I actually met him on of all places, Facebook Messenger. And that's a little tip for anyone that's coming to the park that needs a lot of wood. And you know, you're not supposed to bring outside wood in terms of wood from home and stuff like that. You can bring outside wood that's within the region, and that's fine. And this is a tip someone told me probably earlier on this year. They said when you're coming to a park, go online, look at whether it's Kijiji or Facebook Messenger, and just look for the area you're looking for, and look for campfire wood, or just put in firewood. And lo and behold, you'll find some place in around the provincial park you're staying at that actually has wood, and you can get in contact. You know, you should do this probably a week before you plan to come up, and a lot of these places will actually deliver it to you. This guy was actually going to deliver it to me. It didn't work out. I ended up picking it up on my way myself. Great prices, much better than the park wood. And if you do your research, it'll be seasoned and dry wood like this was. All this wood, like you saw in that one shot that I showed you before we started using it, all that wood, $40, folks. $40. If I wanted a actual full face cord, that would have been $80. It was way too much wood. That wouldn't actually fit in the back here. Full face cord of wood. So we only got a half, $40. That's 4 bags of wood at the provincial park. This was probably close to 10 to 12 bags of the same amount of wood. So that's your tip. If you're gonna get wood, look on Facebook or look on Kijiji. Look online, basically. Look online before you come up. Find someone local that's selling the wood. You'll get it for a much better price than the park. And if you're coming to Grand Bend, stop by, talk to the guy Matt, or get in contact with him. That's his phone number there. And he'll hook you up with some wood, and great dry seasoned wood for a great price. Another awesome thing about fall camping, don't mind her with the hood on inside the car. But another good thing with fall camping is the beautiful fall colors. You know, here, at least in Southern Ontario, it has some of the best fall colors during the fall and autumn seasons. I mean, it's picturesque at minimum. But check it out wherever you are, whether you're in the US or different parts of Canada. The fall colors in the fall time with the orange and reds and the vibrant yellow colors is just beautiful to see. Get out there and check it out if you haven't. And that's an awesome part of camping. And touching on the last point about driving when there's not crowds and driving up, the fall colors driving up and makes your drive just super scenic. It's awesome. So another good thing about coming to fall camping here, example for coming down to Pinery and coming down here to Grand Bend Beach, there's nobody here. So like I was saying about crowds, there's no crowds here. It's just me and the blowing sand and the very strong wind. You can see this guy is windsurfing there. The funny thing is, this place is probably very packed in the summertime. And as you can see right now, it's deserted. Nobody's here because it's off-peak season, and also probably because the heavy wind makes it really cold. It's probably about 15 degrees before the wind, but with the wind makes it pretty cold. That's why I look like I'm not having fun and I'm all bundled up and everything, but it's still a fun time. You just have to, you know, enjoy this kind of stuff. Like, I mean, we know, like I was saying, this beach is probably super packed during the summertime and it's probably wall-to-wall people. But now that summer's over and the weather's a little windier today, that's why there's nobody here. It's just us. But this is cool. I think it's cool to see what this place looks like when it's not packed. We all know what it's like when it's sunny and beachy and you got your towels and beach chairs and everything and you're enjoying the weather and you're going for a swim. We've done that. We're actually beached out this summer, so we wouldn't be coming down to the beach here. And also, like I said, it would be completely packed. The little strip up there, it would be so ram-packed you wouldn't be able to find any parking. I mean, we just parked for free. There's nothing to do with looking for a parking spot or anything like that. A lot of the shops are still open here. There's a Dairy Queen. The Dairy Queen's not open, but everything else is open, so you can still come do shopping and stuff like that. It's just a different type of vacation or a different type of weekend. And I know with the wind and everything, I look like a weatherman here, one of those extreme weathermen. So I'm gonna end the video here, or at least this portion of the beach, and let's go back to the trailer.
So moving right along on our list, no bugs. As you can see, I could sit here, it's morning, but I could sit here in the evening or all day, any time of day, and in the fall, there's no bugs. You might get a fly here or there or something like that, but you're not gonna get mosquitoes, black flies, you know, that kind of, like deer flies, that kind of stuff that will like hammer you pretty good, especially at the beginning of the season, like May 2-4 and stuff like that, where the bugs really come out. You just don't get that anymore here in the fall. So fall camping, no bugs. Big, big, big plus.
And you know what else is a good thing? In the fall, when you camp, no sweating. If the temperatures are pretty mild, like they usually should be in the fall, you're not going to be sweating your, you know what, off when you're packing up or just going different places. If you go on a hike and stuff like that, there's no sweating. The temperatures are usually normally cooler and stuff like that, more manageable, more bearable. And yeah, you have to wear sweaters like I am now and bundle up like I was yesterday a little bit sometimes. You know, that's the bad that comes with the good sometimes. So no sweating is a big plus for a lot of people. I mean, I'm not a big sweater, but I know some people sweat a lot and they don't like it. So being hot or excessively hot or sweating, that's a big plus. And finally, going on a hike. I mean, yeah, you can go on a hike in the summertime, in the morning or in the evening, or even in the middle of the day. But like I was saying in the last one, if you're sweating a lot or it's hot out, it doesn't make the hike that enjoyable. In the fall, the weather's great. You put on a light jacket or a hooded sweater like I have here, and you go for a walk and you go for a hike. So many good activities you can do, and it's not just hiking. You can go biking, you can do a lot of fall activities, or just go for a walk, which I guess a walk is the same thing as a hike. But you can do that all in the fall, and to me, and maybe this is a personal choice, it's more enjoyable. Okay, folks, and that's it. Like, you know, like I said, a lot of these points are, I guess you could say, personal choices and personal opinions. And yeah, it is. I get it. Now, it's not. These lists aren't going to be the same for everyone, and you may not agree. But if you got some ideas or advantages that you like for about fall camping over summer camping, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Anyways, that's all we got. Have fun. Take care. Oh, you know what? This may be the last. This is going to be the last camping for 2022. We've got other videos coming, outdoor stuff and getting out there and stuff like that. But for camping, this will be the last one. Don't give up on us. Check us out throughout the season. We've got tips and tricks and stuff like that coming along with it that I filmed earlier in the season that will be summer oriented. So it's just not going to be all winter stuff. But we'll catch you here. If I don't see you, I will catch you here next year. Take care. Bye-bye.